Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the UK University Credibility Interview. Firstly, I am going to give you a brief introduction. Well, it is an important step for international students who are applying for their further education in the UK. This interview is part of the visa process, and it is designed to ensure that you are a genuine student, coming to the UK for the right reasons, and fully prepared for the experience. So, if you are planning to study in the UK, understanding this interview is absolutely essential. Let's take a closer look at what it involves. Purpose of the interview. So, what exactly is the purpose of the credibility interview? It is all about making sure that you are a genuine and well-prepared student. The UK government wants to confirm three key things. First, that you have a real and strong intention to study in the UK, not just to travel or migrate for other reasons. Second, that you have made informed choices about your university and course. You know what you have applied for and why. And third, that you are financially ready. You have enough money to pay for your tuition, living expenses, and accommodation. Basically, it is their way of checking if your story makes sense and if your documents match what you say. So make sure you read your SOP first. Interview format. Now, let's talk about how the interview actually happens. In most cases, the credibility interview is done through a video call, usually on Skype. The interview lasts anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes. You might be interviewed by someone from UK Visas and Immigration, or sometimes even by a university representative. If you are doing this at a visa application center, the call might take place from there. The entire interview is recorded and used as part of your visa decision. So even though it is a conversation, it is very important and formal. You should treat it seriously. Types of questions asked. Let's now talk about the types of questions you will be asked. These questions are designed to cover different aspects of your application and your background. Here are the main areas. Your chosen university and course. Why did you choose that university? Why that course? Do you know what modules you'll study? Financial details. Who is sponsoring you? How will you pay for your tuition and living expenses? Do you have proof of funds? Accommodation. Where will you live in the UK? Have you arranged your housing? Career plans. What will you do after completing your course? Will you return to your home country? Understanding of visa rules. Do you know the rules about working while studying? What are your attendance requirements? These areas help them determine if you've genuinely thought through your decision to study in the UK. Sample questions. Let's go over some real examples of what you might be asked in the interview. Why did you choose this particular university? What are the key subjects in your course? How long is your course, and what is the total cost? How are you funding your education? Who is your sponsor? Where will you stay during your studies? What do you plan to do after you graduate? The questions might seem simple, but your answers should show that you have done your research, that you're clear on your plans, and that your documents support what you are saying. How to prepare. Well, preparation is the most important part of passing this interview. Here's how you can get ready. Know your course and university well. Understand the modules, course duration, start date, and even the location of your campus. Understand your finances. Know exactly who is paying for your studies and how much money is available. Get familiar with your documents. Make sure your answers match what you submitted in your visa application. Practice speaking clearly in English. Confidence is key, and practicing with a friend, teacher, or mentor can help. And finally, be yourself. You don't need perfect answers, but you do need honest and well thought out ones. Tips to succeed. Here are some tips that will really help you during the interview. Dress formally. Treat it like a job interview. Be polite and confident. Smile. Listen carefully and speak clearly. Avoid memorized answers. You should understand what you're talking about, not just repeat lines. Be ready with your documents, in case you're asked to show them. If the interview is online, make sure your internet is stable and you're in a quiet place with good lighting. These small things can make a big difference. Common mistakes to avoid. Let's also talk about what not to do. Many students make mistakes that can be easily avoided. Giving vague answers like, "I don't know," or "My agent chose the course," shows lack of preparation. Saying things that don't match your application or documents can raise red flags. Not knowing who your sponsor is or how they earn money is a big problem. And of course, never lie or give false information. That can lead to visa rejection. Remember, they're not looking for perfect students, just genuine ones who are prepared and honest.
Mock interview practice. Let's go through a quick example of what a mock interview might sound like. Interviewer: why did you choose this university? Student: I chose this university after researching several institutions in the UK. One of the main reasons I selected it is because of its strong academic reputation and high student satisfaction rate. I looked into the specific course I'm applying for, MS in Data Science, and found that it is very well structured, with a strong balance between theory and practical skills. The modules cover key areas like machine learning, data visualization, and artificial intelligence, which are crucial for my career goals. Another reason is the university's excellent industry links. They offer opportunities for internships and live projects with real companies, which will give me valuable experience while I study. I also read positive reviews from international students about the support services and multicultural campus environment, which made me feel confident that I would fit in well. Lastly, the location was also important. The city is affordable and safe, with good transportation and access to tech industry hubs. Overall, I believe this university is the best fit for both my academic goals and personal comfort. Interviewer: how are you going to pay for your studies? Student: I will be financially supported by my parents throughout my studies. My father is a senior government employee and my mother is a teacher, and they have both been planning for my higher education for several years. We have sufficient savings in our joint bank account to cover my tuition fees, living expenses, and accommodation costs. We have already submitted the required financial documents, including bank statements showing the necessary funds as per UKVI guidelines. In addition, we own property and have other financial assets, which give us additional security. I understand the importance of financial planning when studying abroad, and we have made sure that everything is in place before applying. My parents are fully supportive of my goals, and we're confident about managing the expenses comfortably throughout the duration of my course. Interviewer: what are your plans after the course? Student: after completing my course, I plan to return to my home country and pursue a career in the data analytics and business intelligence sector. The demand for skilled data professionals is growing rapidly in my country, and companies are looking for candidates with international education and practical skills. My long-term goal is to work in a multinational company where I can contribute to data-driven decision-making. I believe the knowledge and experience I gain from studying in the UK, especially the practical projects and exposure to global standards, will give me a competitive edge. In the next 4 to 5 years, I also hope to work my way into a managerial role and possibly start a consulting firm that helps small businesses leverage data for growth. I'm very clear